everybody, it's Bubz. I hope you all have been well. Now this video, believe it or not, has been requested for a long time, and hence it was promised for a long time. It's actually my third attempt trying to film this video. For a while, quite a lot of you guys have requested me to share how I stay young, and I use quotation marks because technically I'm getting older as you are. Every day we are just getting older. And I'm 32 years old and I say it with no shame. I mean, I know people who are older than I am who appear younger than myself, and I guess there are people who are younger who appear older, and it's just the reality is everybody is different. How old or young someone appears is very subjective to everyone, but there are factors such as, like, you know, your genetics, your lifestyle, whether you stress lots, whether you sleep enough. A lot of you guys might look at your favorite YouTubers and you're like, oh my gosh, he or she looks amazing. Can I just say lighting can be very deceiving. Filters, there's Photoshop, even the sharpest camera can be very deceiving. I think that's why it was quite difficult for me to film this video, because I'm not saying, oh my goodness, I look young. I'm okay knowing that one day my entire head will grow grey and I'll just continue to have more wrinkles, but I do believe in taking care of myself. It is a form of self-care. I think I've made quite a lot of effort for my skin because there's just so much that goes into how I let's say appear young. I'm gonna divide it into two parts. Part one is sharing all the skincare products that I use, and part two is all the beauty devices and gadgets that I use, because I am a beauty device junkie. Okay, so let's start off with skincare. Are you guys ready? I think it's very important for me to share my top three main skin concerns. So one is dryness. Especially when you get older, your skin just doesn't regenerate the way it used to, you know, as a teenager. So what you'll find is your skin can look a bit dull. And secondly, we have my dark spots, which is again very common when you're dealing with skin that's starting to age. Usually it's in the higher points of the face. So in my case, I have sunspots on my nose and my cheeks. Some people say your face is kind of like a map and it tells you what you've been through, and my sunspots remind me of the adventures I've been able to go on under the sun. But at the same time, if I can do something about it, then yeah, I will. Thirdly, I would say the lines on my forehead. I've been told that I'm a very expressionally rich person. Some people try their best to just sort of like not move so much. Because I'm such an animated person, I just cannot do that, and especially with the dry skin. I know my skin is extra dry when these lines become more obvious. But I think in terms of my skin, it's not too bad. Of course, no one's perfect. We just do what we can do. There's a term, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, then change your attitude. So it goes back to the mean of a lot of anti-aging skincare products. One, improve hydration. Two, improve the look of discoloration, the dark spots, and then three, the firmness. I think the easiest way for me to break down my skincare products is to divide them into my three pillars of support. One pillar is, we're going to talk about glycolic acid. Secondly, we're going to talk about retinol. And then thirdly, we're going to be talking about vitamin C. These three ingredients are crucial in my skincare routine. And what makes it complicated is some of them cannot be used alongside, which is why I alternate between these ingredients. Let's start by explaining the benefits first. So I'm going to start by talking about glycolic acid, just because I've talked about it before with you guys. You guys know I love my Glow Tonic. I use it in the mornings and evenings. I just soak it into a cotton pad, and after I cleanse my skin, I just swipe my face. Glycolic acid is pretty much just a alpha hydroxy acid, and it stands for AHA. It works as a chemical exfoliator, and what makes it crucial in my skincare regimen is because, you know, as I said before, as you get older, your skin just does not regenerate the way it used to. I know, bummer. So what happens is the glycolic acid, it just helps to shed away that top layer. I know it sounds scary. It sheds away the top layer of all those dead skin cells and whatnot. So in return, you get the brighter, glowy skin, and also it can absorb the skincare products better, so it reaches its full potential. Glycolic acid can also be quite beneficial if you're quite prone to breakouts and blackheads, because again, it's just always removing the sluggish cells cells. What's great about the beauty community is in one of my videos, right after using the glycolic acid, I use my SkinCeuticals CE FERULIC after. I'm so glad that someone commented Bubz vitamin C could hinder the glycolic acid's effectiveness. So if you can, try to use them separately. So ever since then, that is what I've done. It just means whenever I'm using my glow tonic, I don't use the serum. I use a different serum. Now I can share the next pillar, which is vitamin C. And very often, ferulic acid and vitamin C are used together. Again, this product I've shared with you guys before, the SkinCeuticals CE FERULIC. It's one of their best sellers, I believe. And it is especially aimed towards aging skin. As an antioxidant, it also protects my skin against sun damage and free radicals. And I personally find it very, very beneficial in improving the look of my sunspots and improving the look of fine lines and wrinkles. But it's just one of those things where you cannot use these two ingredients together. So the next pillar we're going to be talking about is retinol. And sometimes people hear retinol and they get a little bit scared. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't start using retinol until maybe 2 months ago. I have a friend and she's a talented makeup artist. She's worked with so many beauty brands in the world. I did not believe her when she told me she was almost 50. So when I asked her to share her secret, she told me she alternates between retinol and glycolic acid. So we talked about glycolic acid briefly, so now I'm going to talk about retinol. As we hit 30, what happens is our collagen production starts to slow down. I know, bummer. So retinol, what it really is it's a form of vitamin A, and it just helps to enhance skin cell renewal and also collagen production, hence why it's often used for women over 30 years old, although retinol can also be very beneficial for acne prone skin as well. So we know it's best not to use vitamin C and glycolic acid together, but can you use retinol and glycolic acid together? There's a whole bunch of debate, but apparently you can if your skin is normal, but if your skin is more on the sensitive dry side, they recommend you to alternate. Now we've talked about the 3 ingredients, now I can share the products. I kind of just go by ear depending how my skin is, but perhaps, you know, 2 days I would use the glycolic acid, perhaps, you know, the next 3 days I'll concentrate on using retinol, and then the other days I'll concentrate on vitamin C. So it just really depends. So on the days I decide to concentrate on glycolic acid, in the morning I'll use my glow tonic. And what's great about the PIXI products is that for their retinol and their glycolic range, it's only 5%. So the amount is so minimal. If you want to introduce it into your skincare regime, then the tonic is a great way to do so. So after using my glow tonic, I would then go on to use a hyaluronic acid serum, and hyaluronic acid is great for all skin types. It just kind of works like a sponge. It loves water, so wherever you apply it, it just pulls it in and it helps to plump up your skin. And since my forehead is my problem area, sometimes throughout the day I would just put it on just to plump it up. So afterwards, I would go on to use my jasmine oil blend. I love using facial oils in my skincare regimen. I've actually stopped using creams for a while. I know for a lot of people, they are a little bit intimidated when they hear oil, because they think, oh my goodness, it's just gonna make my face oily, but it doesn't work like that actually. Your skin is actually made up mostly of oil. I was very intrigued with this product because I know how expensive jasmine is, but jasmine is just so nourishing and it has the ability to calm the skin. I know I'm sharing a lot of PIXI products, but I promise I'm not paid to like talk about them. I think for their price, they make amazing products. Someone who suffers from insomnia, I haven't slept in 3 days, guys, believe it or not, and it sucks. But it's nice to know that this product is here for me in the morning as I put on a few drops. First of all, it smells beautiful. It has a very calming scent, so it almost makes the experience really nice. But it's great for stressed skin. It helps to nourish and soothe it. It's just such a wonderful hydrator for the skin, and you just feel the skin really plumping up and drinking. I say it's been like a day, 2 or 3, whatever, and now I want to use retinol. So I'll start by, of course, using the retinol tonic. After using the retinol tonic, then I'll move on to my retinol jasmine lotion. This is quite a new product. I've only been using this product for a month. I think if it were summer, this would work great as a day moisturizer, but it's been quite cold, so I still wear moisturizer or my skin oil afterwards. But this is what I've been using, and it's amazing because, you know, if you were to put on a makeup primer, it just blurs the skin. Well, I feel like this is what the Jasmine lotion does, except that it's not working in a primer where it's just covering it, but this is actually treating the problem. It almost sort of looks like it's put a filter on my face where it's made the fine lines and the pores just minimize. Wonderful product, and has a lovely calming scent to it, and I've just really been enjoying this. A pea size goes a long way. And then afterwards using this, I would of course again go on to my Jasmine oil blend. So if you've been following me on my Instagram, I have been raving about these two products together. Okay, so say it's been another few days whatsoever, it could even be 5. Again, it just depends on my mood. Sometimes in the morning I focus on a glycolic, and then sometimes in the evening I will focus on the retinols. So it just really depends. But say, okay, now I'm gonna focus on vitamin C. Then I'll wake up, and instead of using my tonics, I will then use the NEOGEN Real Ferment Micro Essence. So I never heard of this brand prior. I only heard it from Michelle Phan, and I know I'm not the only one who wants to buy everything Michelle touches. A deeply hydrating and brightening essence that contains more than 93% naturally fermented ingredients. Because this is an essence, I don't put this on a pad. I actually just put it straight in my hand and I just pat away. And while I have to admit, so far it's not wowing me too much. I do use this on days where I want to focus on vitamin C and ferulic acid. So I've talked about the SkinCeuticals with you guys. So in the morning, I wake up, use this, use a serum. So after using the serum, again, I move on to my Jasmine oil blend. So what's great about the Jasmine oil blend is I can still count on this as my daily moisturizer. The only problem is, you know, when it comes to facial oils is if you wear eye makeup, then it's just gonna make it smear. Most days I don't wear makeup, so I like to apply it really close to my eyes, get it in there. If I am wearing makeup like I am today, then I would stop and then just put eye cream as I normally do. Moving on to evening, I want to share with you guys this product, and it's from Garden of Wisdom. They just make such affordable skincare products that work so well. Vitamin C, 23% serum, and ferulic acid. So this one is actually quite powerful, and you're only supposed to use this one in evening, unlike the SkinCeuticals one where you use it in the morning. This is an amazing anti-aging product. When you use it, I especially like the slather on my forehead and around here. The results are very visible after a few days using this product, and when I first used it, it did take me a little while to get used to because it stings a little bit, but now it's like, oh yeah, when you feel a sting, it just feels good. Oh, I also want to share the overnight retinol oil with you guys. It helps to restore the skin's plumpness and improve the appearance of fine lines and pores, helps to smooth and even out the skin tone. So again, just form a few drops in your hand and press and pat into your skin. Just the way glycolic acid, retinol, and vitamin C works, even though it can be very effective, you have to wear a sunscreen. There is no point in using all these products if you're not going to use sunscreen, because these products can actually make your skin more sun sensitive. Even if you don't use these ingredients in your skincare, use a sunscreen, because as they always say, preventing is way easier than curing. I hope this video has been clear. So alright guys, that is us. Stay tuned for my beauty device video. While we're on the topic of staying young, just how important it is to do things that make you feel young. People say you are as old as you feel, and it's really true. So, you know, nothing ages you like holding a grudge. It just drains a lot of your energy, and it's just not worth it. Try to spend more time doing things that fulfill you, give you peace, or just makes your heart happy. Spend less time with people who drain your energy. Spend less time with people who bring out the worst in you. You know, as they say, sometimes the best form of self-love is to walk away. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish it right here. Thank you so much for watching. Also, if you're liking the hoodie that I'm wearing in today's video, I will put the shop link in the description box for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe so you see more beauty content, and I will talk to you guys really soon.